In a world flooded with cheap, fast-burning candles from big-box stores, the Amish quietly craft candles that burn slower, brighter, and cleaner, and last up to 10 times longer than what most of us are used to. These candles don't come with fancy packaging or synthetic scents. Instead, they're made with simple, time-tested techniques, natural ingredients, and a deep understanding of how to make fire both beautiful and functional. To understand why Amish candles last so long, we have to start with their choice of wax. While most store-bought candles are made with paraffin wax, a petroleum byproduct that burns quickly and releases toxins, the Amish almost always use beeswax or tallow, and sometimes a careful blend of both. Beeswax, in particular, is prized for its high melting point and incredibly clean burn. It doesn't just burn slower than paraffin, it also emits a steady, golden flame and purifies the air by releasing negative ions that bind to dust and toxins. Beeswax is often harvested from their own hives, especially in beekeeping families. After the honey is extracted, the wax is melted down, filtered, and cooled into blocks. Unlike industrial wax, which is often bleached or chemically altered, Amish beeswax remains pure and untreated, giving it a natural honey scent and a denser structure that results in a longer burn time. Some Amish women add just a touch of tallow-rendered animal fat to soften the wax slightly, improving molding while still preserving longevity. The wick is another critical component. Amish candle makers use 100% cotton wicks, often hand-braided or purchased in bulk, and cut precisely to size. These wicks are sometimes soaked in salt water or borax solution and dried before use, a technique that helps regulate the flame and prevent mushrooming or soot buildup. The result is a steady, slow-burning candle that doesn't flicker wildly or tunnel down the center. But perhaps most important of all is the process of layering and cooling. Amish candles are rarely poured in one go. Instead, the wax is melted slowly and poured in thin layers, allowing each to cool before the next is added. This creates a denser candle with fewer air pockets, better structural integrity, and a more even burn. Some candles are dipped dozens of times, especially tapers, until they reach the desired thickness. This careful method takes more time, but results in a candle that burns hour after hour without dripping or wasting wax. In Part 2, we'll explore how the Amish store and use these candles throughout the year, how their candle molds are crafted by hand, and why their candles can burn all night, lighting homes, barns, and prayer rooms with warmth that lasts. How Amish make candles that last 10 times longer. Once the Amish have crafted their slow-burning, high-quality candles using beeswax or tallow, they don't just toss them into drawers or plastic bins. Their storage and usage practices are just as intentional as the candle-making process itself. This care is another reason their candles last significantly longer. They're protected from heat, moisture, and damage, which preserves their burn quality for months, even years. Amish candles are typically stored in cool, dry pantries, wooden boxes, or linen-lined drawers, often wrapped in muslin cloth to keep dust off the wicks and prevent moisture from softening the wax. Since most Amish communities lack central heating and air conditioning, their homes maintain a naturally stable environment ideal for long-term candle storage. Unlike mass-produced candles that warp, bend, or bloom, develop a powdery surface when exposed to light or heat, Amish candles retain their shape and composition for the long haul. One of the most iconic forms of Amish candles is the tapered candle, which is dipped by hand using metal or wooden frames and hung in sets to dry. These candles burn evenly without the dripping and wasted wax common in machine-molded varieties. Because they're made with denser wax and perfectly trimmed wicks, they can burn 1 to 2 hours per inch, meaning a 10-inch candle can last 10 to 20 hours. When it's time to use these candles, the Amish don't just light and forget. They follow a set of habits that maximize burn efficiency. Wicks are trimmed before every use to the ideal length, typically 1/4 inch. This ensures a smaller, more controlled flame and prevents soot. Candles are placed in stable, draft-free locations, away from breezes that would cause flickering and uneven burning. Many families use reflective candle holders made of polished metal or glass to amplify the light output, meaning they need fewer candles to illuminate a space. And because they're so efficient, Amish families often light just 1 or 2 candles per room in the evening rather than multiple, further stretching their usage. In Part 3, we'll explore how Amish communities use candlelight spiritually and culturally, why candles are central to Amish life, not just for light, but for prayer, celebration, and tradition. To fully understand why Amish candles last so long, you have to step beyond their ingredients and technique, and into their culture of reverence and restraint. For the Amish, a candle is never just a utility, it's a symbol, a source of warmth, prayer, and presence. And because they treat candles as meaningful objects, not disposable ones, they naturally extend their life without even trying. Candlelight plays a quiet but central role in Amish spiritual life. In many homes, a single candle is lit during evening prayer, devotional reading, or quiet reflection. It's not left burning absent-mindedly in the background. It's treated with intention. The soft flicker of flame is seen as a reminder of God's light in the darkness, and its simplicity helps create a stillness that fuels inner peace. Because of this reverence, Amish families don't light a candle unless there's a purpose, and when they do, they watch over it carefully. This deep respect influences how candles are used. Instead of letting them burn unattended for hours, candles are lit only as long as needed, then extinguished and saved. Some families even measure how long a certain candle burns each time it's used, ensuring no waste. Wick length is monitored, holders are cleaned, wax drips are saved and melted down into new candles later. Nothing is wasted, and when nothing is wasted, things last, sometimes 10 times longer. Candles are also woven into seasonal traditions and family rituals. During the dark winter months, especially around Christmas, candles are lit in windows, placed on mantelpieces, or set beside nativity scenes. Yet even during celebrations, they're never overused. The light is enjoyed, not consumed. Because Amish homes don't have decorative string lights or electric lamps with timers, candles remain the primary source of ambiance and warmth and are treated accordingly. Even the act of candle making is often communal and spiritual. Some families make candles together in autumn as part of their seasonal preparation for winter. Others gift candles to newlyweds, include them in hope chests for young girls, or bring them to neighbors in times of loss or illness. These handmade gifts are not merely practical, they're emotional. A candle from a friend carries hours of labor, intention, and blessing within its wax. This cultural attitude creates a mindset of stewardship over consumption. While modern candles are burned fast and tossed aside, Amish candles are burned with gratitude and preserved with care. That alone adds hours, if not days, to their usable life.